Starting a tech company or any other type of business is no small feat. While the opportunities are vast, the path to success can feel like walking through a maze. Many aspiring entrepreneurs dream of turning their ideas into successful startups, but the truth is that only a small percentage of startups manage to thrive. What exactly makes a startup founder successful today? The factors that influence startup success have evolved over time, but some core principles remain true. Drawing from extensive research and observations across hundreds of companies, I'll break down the 5 key factors that play a significant role in determining whether a founder will make it big. And in the spirit of sharing insights, I'll add my own perspective to show how they apply in today's world. 1. Timing, the most important factor in startup success. If there's one thing that can make or break a startup, it's timing. Timing refers to how well your product or service aligns with the current market environment. It's not enough to have a great idea. The world needs to be ready for it. While many aspiring founders focus on coming up with an innovative idea, understanding the pulse of the market is equally crucial. In the past, many successful startups had the right ideas but failed because the world wasn't quite ready for them. For example, imagine a groundbreaking video streaming platform being launched in the late 90s when broadband was slow and unreliable. Even with a fantastic concept, such a platform would have struggled to gain traction. Fast forward a few years, and companies like YouTube found themselves at the perfect intersection of consumer demand, technology, and timing. They had the right idea at the right moment, and the rest is history. In today's world, we see similar examples with companies like Airbnb and Uber. Both of these companies succeeded, in part, because they were launched during times when the market conditions allowed for them to take off. Airbnb came at a time when people were looking for affordable accommodations and people needed extra income during the economic recession. Uber found its moment when there was a growing need for flexible, on-demand work. Being able to assess market readiness is an important skill for founders today. As a founder, ask yourself, is the market prepared for your idea? Evaluate the timing based on current trends and consumer behaviors. This may require you to be honest with yourself and accept that it might not be the right time, even if your idea is groundbreaking. 2. Team and execution, the power of adaptability. Even with the best timing and ideas, execution remains a major factor. It's one thing to have a plan, and it's another thing to put that plan into action successfully. A startup's team plays a central role in how well this execution happens. The founder, along with their team, needs to be able to react quickly to feedback, pivot when necessary, and solve problems on the fly. No business venture goes exactly as planned, and this is especially true for startups. A great idea can be sidetracked by challenges such as customer rejection, product bugs, or competition. The true test of a team lies in its ability to face these setbacks and adapt. For example, some startups may launch with a product that doesn't meet the expectations of their early users. However, a strong, nimble team will respond quickly by gathering feedback and making necessary improvements. In today's startup ecosystem, speed is key. The ability to iterate quickly based on user feedback and market signals is more important than ever. Founders who are open to changing their approach without being too attached to their original idea often come out on top. Adaptability means learning from failures and turning them into opportunities. One thing to keep in mind is that while a great team is essential, the founder's leadership also plays a massive role in execution. As a founder, you're the one who sets the tone and the culture for your startup. If you're committed to success and willing to pivot when necessary, your team will be more likely to follow your lead and execute accordingly. If you are getting value from this content, please do well to click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. You can also check the video description, as I usually add links to other valuable contents and offers that you might benefit from. Let's continue. Number 3. The idea. Innovation meets differentiation. The idea is often the first thing we think about when starting a business. It's important, but it's also important to realize that it's not everything. Sure, your idea should be innovative and unique, but it should also be differentiated enough to stand out in a crowded marketplace. For instance, if you're building a new social media platform today, how will it differentiate itself from giants like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? Simply having a great concept won't be enough to win over users. Your product has to offer something new and compelling. One key thing that many startup founders overlook is user pain points. Successful products often address real and pressing problems. It's about making people's lives easier, more efficient, or more enjoyable. If your idea solves a problem that hasn't been addressed effectively by current solutions, you're on the right track. An idea can also be about timing. Consider the rise of remote work technologies. As more companies shift to remote work, the demand for tools that support collaboration and productivity has skyrocketed. Companies that came up with remote work solutions at the right time have seen immense growth. So, while your idea is crucial, timing and market conditions can make your idea even more valuable. Number 4. Business model, clarity, and monetization. A business model may seem secondary when you're passionate about your product, but it's crucial for long-term success. A startup without a clear path to monetization will struggle to survive, no matter how innovative or well-executed the product may be. A strong business model provides clarity about how your company plans to make money and grow. While some companies start with vague or no business model and build it out over time, a strong foundation helps a startup gain credibility and scale faster. You must clearly define whether you're going to charge users directly, monetize through ads, use a subscription model, or rely on partnerships. Many successful companies, especially in the tech world, adopt a freemium model where they offer basic services for free but charge for premium features. What's important today is not just having a business model, but also having a sustainable and adaptable one. Founders need to be prepared to revisit their business model as the company evolves. As market dynamics shift, founders need to adapt their monetization strategies to fit changing customer needs. Funding. Navigating the financial landscape. In today's startup environment, securing funding is often seen as a critical factor in determining success. But it's not just about how much money you can raise. More than ever, the right type of funding matters. You may have access to large amounts of capital, but if you don't have the right investors who believe in your vision and understand the long-term challenges of building a startup, you could find yourself in a difficult position. Additionally, the way you use your funding is just as important. Many startups fail because they burn through their capital too quickly or use it inefficiently. It's important to be strategic about how you allocate your resources. You need to be resourceful and ensure that every dollar is spent towards gaining traction and improving your product. Today's startup ecosystem offers a variety of funding options, from traditional venture capital to crowdfunding, angel investors, and even bootstrapping. As a founder, it's important to choose the type of funding that aligns with your goals and company values. Investors who are a good fit will bring more than just money. They'll bring advice, connections, and expertise to help you navigate the rough waters of building a business. Tash, succeeding in the startup world today. While starting a company is always challenging, the factors mentioned above are the key areas you should focus on to improve your chances of success. Timing, execution, the idea, business model, and funding are the 5 pillars that hold up successful startups. As the startup ecosystem continues to evolve, founders who understand and leverage these factors will be better positioned to thrive. But beyond these 5 factors, the most important thing is persistence. Building a startup is a long journey full of twists and turns. If you are prepared to adapt, stay focused on your mission, and listen to the needs of your customers, you'll be setting yourself up for a higher chance of success. And remember, success is not an overnight phenomenon. It's the product of hard work, smart decisions, and learning from failure. The startup journey is tough, but with the right approach and a solid understanding of these factors, any founder can maximize their odds of success.